Okay, I'm gonna start talking now. Okay. Okay, so fun. Okay, hello everybody, and welcome back to Dragon Age Veilguard, where I technically have a live audience of 3 of my siblings over in the corner who are not going to be visible, and are just going to chill like they used to do when they were little. At least 2 of them when they were little. And because we're here for the holidays, by the time this video goes up, the holidays will probably be well done. I think I just uploaded episode 45 today, the one where I finally meet my Inquisitor for the first time, and so that's exciting. Also, background changed again. I'm at the family's. My setup is completely changed, as you can see, with the camera being up a little bit. I'm working with what I have. I got a card table and like a side table, and that's what I'm working with. The ring light's up there, and you'll probably hear dogs barking forever. They don't stop. My family's dogs just don't. There they are. They just don't stop barking ever. So, also, I need to go through and make sure I know what I'm doing.
Do you think more spirits could ever become elves?
As our world changes over the ages, so do the Fade's inhabitants. I suspect they'd look quite different.
So not, say, elves with wings, like a bird's or a bat's?
It seems unlikely.
Okay, I had to double check some things, but also I have a new audio setup slightly, so we'll see. I'm just going to record an episode and see how it does with the lighting, with the everything. We'll see. We'll see what we make of it. Also, I just had a little dialogue with these two, sort of with those two. Emmerich says, he's like, maybe we'll look here, or have we looked here yet? And he's like, no. And Bellara's like, what was that? And he says that the necropolis has rearranged its rooms again, and some have gone missing. And Rook says they usually turn up eventually, which again, love that little Mournwatch detail. And he says, yeah, but this time it left a cavity when it moved, which never happens. Apparently, the rooms moving, the switching places is maybe more normal, but to create like a hole or like a collapsed area is not normal. And he says, something's odd. And I'm like, yeah, it's that evil foreshadowed, or not even foreshadowed, forewarned about by Varric necromancer or something, who's a big bad lady. Anyway, I'm not going to do anything crazy in this episode because I want to make sure everything's working, obviously. So I want to do, there's a Grey Warden mission that we can do. I don't remember why. I think I had Bellara because I was going to go do her mission. But I think we're not going to do that right now. Okay, let's bring Davrin and Emmerich for this. Yeah, I'm testing out, it's also, this is technically a new monitor too. It's one that I've had in storage for a long time, but it's one of my better ones. It's one I accidentally acquired for free, kind of, because it's a whole situation, and I was like, why do I have this? But it's proven to be handy, because my second one is being used by my sister as a work monitor back at her place, and then I have mine at my new place. So it's nice to have a traveling one, and I usually have a secondary one essentially that I use for like anytime I have to travel or like live out of hotels or something. So this one gets to be used. I hadn't even opened the box yet, so I'm like, So I'm on like scenery mode, whatever that freaking means. It was the only one that looked decent out of all the modes that it had, and I was like, please, it's like a gamer monitor, and I'm like, ugh. But yeah, so this one we have. Oh, let me maybe read it. It's a mercenary group. Yeah, so this one is a callous group of mercenaries that have infiltrated after the fall of Weishaupt, and so the Spinning Gold from Grey. That was a pretty good title for that. But these mercenaries in particular are targeting the Cauldron for nefarious purposes. So we're gonna go run through that. Also, my new armor is sick, but I'm so tempted. I'm gonna wear it for a little bit longer, but there's one that I saw when I was editing recently that was like a really cool Mournwatch one that I had forgotten I'd had, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need it! So I need to put that appearance on. I guess I couldn't do it right now, honestly. I had to go back to the crossroads to do that, or to the lighthouse. I keep calling the crossroads home, but the crossroads is simply where home resides. Can I just run past you people? bees! We got the bees going! Look at them! No, those are like just like lights. They don't even look like bees. Oh, they don't even look like bees. I was so excited. Yeah, what? Excuse you.
Is everyone intact?
I was hoping that was gonna be dealing with the mercenaries, but apparently not.
So, Emmerich, what do you actually do down in that necropolis?
Tend to the steady procession of death.
I love it.
There's rites to perform and bodies to prepare, mourners to comfort and students to teach.
There's also a lot of tomb cleaning if you're an apprentice.
I love having those interjections. It'll be really fun when I play Grey Warden too, but I'm honest, I saw...
Light's distracting them.
Mercenaries.
I don't know why we act like we can sneak up on them.
Forgot you two.
You'll pay for that.
Warden Sawyer was right. They're after whatever they can steal, and they're willing to
Please
kill
let me
for
pick it up.
Who could witness the devastation here and think of profit?
We can't let this stand.
No, on it, like no. I'm so incredibly upset that the Wardens are being like these people would be like dead without the Wardens like 10 times over. You know what I mean? I'm incredibly upset that there's people who would think to try to scavenge the like not even the corpse of the Wardens necessarily, but the like the what's left of the Wardens, you know? Like how dare you? How dare you? I will personally destroy you. Oh, but I saw a stat recently. My sister looked at some of the stats that that BioWare put up for the game.
No witnesses. Take whatever's on them.
And Mornwatch was in like only 10% of the players picked Mornwatch, and I was like, what do you mean? I was surprised because if nothing else, I thought there'd be more necromancers. Like people wanted to play necromancers, you know? Oh, okay.
This isn't the last of them.
Oh, we got stuff. I wonder if this is from them. A list of potential buyers for Grey Warden relics, including names of Gnome, Venatori, and Antom. Scribbled below, these Wardens will make us rich.
We've done it.
I'm so angry! I can't, like, it...
Killed. These aren't darkspawn wounds.
You made it out of Weishaupt just to get murdered here.
That's horrible, right? Like, you made it out of Weishaupt, the worst thing that's ever happened to the Wardens ever. And you died to some mercenaries, like, the people, like, ostensibly people that you're kind of trying to protect, you know? Like, you're trying to protect all living things from the Blight. And then these guys just, like, stab you? Like...
Here we go. We're not alone.
I was trying to do a cool thing. Okay, you know what? You know what? You know what? No. I'm angry. So I will... I'm using this. Also, bees. Take that. Someone's throwing fireballs. Yeah. I've stolen your souls.
That's it for the mercenaries.
Good. The Wardens have enough on their minds as it is.
We should tell Warden Sawyer.
We don't have enough Wardens for this. Like, we have... But also, there's a blight. Like, there's an active... I keep looking over here again. But, like, there's an active blight going on.
Hurry up! This makes my skin...
What? There's... How are there...
They salute towers!
How are you... How many of you... was that just a glitch? Like, what? I don't know, like, we're in an active blight, and these people are like, no, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. To, like, kill off the only people who can save us from the blight, you know? I'm like, I don't get it. The stupidity of man.
Come on, Emmerich. Give me something good. Tell me about your necropolis fight.
What?
There was one creature.
Yeah?
Twice as tall as you, it possessed the limbs of a spider, but strode like a man. The cunning beast picked off our expedition until we contained and beheaded it.
Not bad. Was it undead?
Oh yes. Someone had prepared its body with great care. It whispered in a language no one recognized, except when it spoke our names.
Ooh, That's so spooky. That is one. The way he said it was a little bland, but like, oh my gosh, that would be so scary. In a language no one recognized too. Like that has to be a great feat for some people in the Morn Watch who probably study ancient and dead languages for like hobbies and professions, you know?
Sawyer, the mercenaries you mentioned, we stopped them.
Thank the Maker. Anything they took from the locals, we'll see returned. As for what belongs to the Wardens, some of that may be better destroyed. We'll see to that too.
I mean, like, I hate to destroy, like, artifacts and, like, things, like, even dangerous things, right? Like, that's always that gets you in a lot of the stories, right? Where it's like, oh, no, we should protect and preserve this, because despite it, you know, being evil, like, we can learn from it still, but, like, can get you, like, a trap a person, or, like, inadvertently someone can be, like, having good intentions, and then, like, have them warped by whatever it is, or something, you know? Or it can just be stolen, you know? And it's like, it might be secure and safe, but like, it's been stolen. But it's like, oh, like to destroy something, to me, that means like you're trying to forget it, and that's a bad idea a lot of times, because when something similar pops up or something, you know? So it's like, no, we shouldn't destroy things, but at the same time, there are things where I'm like, no, you should probably destroy that. At least write it down or something, engrave it in stone about what it was and like what it did or something, but like, some things are probably better off destroyed.
Janie's.
Be careful out there.
Hey, Rook.
I don't know why when I walk up, like, maybe what I need to do is not click on her necessarily. I need to just, like, hover. That's probably what it is. I need to just, like, hover like I do with the other two. I forget. I'm, like, just running up. I'm like, hello. Because sometimes when I go to the Morn Watch and click on them, well, when I'm there, they don't really have anything they say to each other that changes, but they change what they're saying based on when I click on them. And it's like, oh, yeah, here's a new thing. And I'm like, oh, sweet, you know? I just ran back to see if anybody had any dialogue for me. Again, it's been a while since I've played, so I wasn't 100% sure where I was at with everything.
I've met people in Tevinter who kill for even one of these books. At least this library's a secret.
Ah, of course.
You wrote home about it, didn't
Oh.
you?
Only twice.
Only twice. He would. But we would be having people swarm this place. Like, I don't think we'd be able to keep people out, honestly. Especially the Morn Watch. Like, the scholarly sorts. The veil jumpers would be bound to getting their fingers all over it. And I'd be like, no! You're not allowed in here. Probably set something off. God, these are so beautiful. Maybe they should make another shawl with those paintings on them. Me.
Hey.
Oh, what? Weren't you guys were probably talking? What the heck? I'm not sure if I mentioned it in a video already, but my sister did confirm that apparently they do sort of pair up the chat based on who you bring out. You know, not all of them, obviously, like not always, rather.
I try to ignore it, but something's out there in the stone.
I can relate. Wardens sense when darkspawn are around. My skin crawls.
What do you do?
The only thing I can. Go hunt darkspawn.
Well, I think I'm ready for my own hunt.
Well, then we should probably do that.
I think we're getting low on onions again.
Oh, I can't believe it. Not the onions. Why is he doing the dramatic pose? He's like looking for onions in there. He's doing the dramatic pose in the pantry. And it's because he's looking for onions. Alas, poor guy. I mean, I'm totally going back, but like maybe people did pick Necromancer. They just shouldn't pick Morn Watch. But I feel like it's nicer to pick a class that like matches what like fighting style you're gonna be in. You know, so it's like if you're gonna pick Necromancer, I would think you'd be in the Morn Watch, or maybe Veil Jumpers or Lords of Fortune. But yeah. Oh, and I did want to wear the hawk armor because it does look really good. Okay, I'm torn on the hawk armor, and where is the other armor I'm looking for. This one, the pale drapery. I've been wanting to wear this one. I've been thinking about it. I've been dreaming about it. I think I'm going to put this one on. The hawk armor is good. The hawk armor is good. I will put it on at some point. Hello everybody and welcome back to Dragon Age Veilguard, where this is the first time I've opened it up this year, and that little blurb that I did before, I actually don't know, I don't know if this is going to be the start of a new video or not. I have been having a lot of technical issues, but I have not, I'm trying to find a way to like fix a corrupted video, etc, etc. There's just a lot going on. But today is a snow day, and I just wanted to play this game because I haven't played it yet. I haven't actually played it yet this year, and I might have to do some re-recording, and I just want to play. So, new camera angle for now. The background is what it is, as I think I probably said last time. It's been a few weeks since I opened it up and played for a little tiny bit. But yeah, I can't change that. I'm still at my parents' house, visiting for the holidays, because my job is pretty chill, honestly, in like the holiday aspect, at least for like, you know, the what do you call it, like for taking time off, because I'm not anybody like super mega important. I just bop around wherever I want, so it's got its perks. I'm just hoping everything records properly and looks good. Oh, I'm scared. I need to look at. Okay, unfortunately I have limited options. I kind of want to do another little test run, make sure everything is working properly. I did a little tiny one earlier, like for like 2 minutes, just like moving the camera around to make sure things were recording well. So hopefully, so I'm gonna do Bellara's. Sorry, Bellara. I like you and all, but also it's incredibly quiet in my own ears. I'm not really sure what to do about that. Like everything's up maximum, and I'm like, you know. Nobody has anything to tell me. Yeah, so hopefully everything works. I don't know. I just want to play, so I'm gonna play with it being really quiet in my ears for now. But also, don't expect anything crazy from me, as concerning like tactics or how to play the game or anything. Let's see. I have been watching my sisters play a little bit, and I've been editing a little bit, and so it's just hard to find the time when you're at the family house, you know. Everyone's always around and wanting to do stuff, and or just hang out, you know, and you're like, okay, you know. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize, but the purple in this armor is gonna make my eyes pop. I keep looking over to the camera, and that's not what I need, or to the recording of the camera, you know, but you guys are up there. But oh my gosh, and look at Lucanus and I are like, you know, like, oh, it's good. Oh my gosh, poor Emmerich does not match the vibe. How do you I was thinking Lucanus and I are looking good. What is it? X, yeah. But I am going to remove companions. I want to see, somebody got, I saw a gorgeous picture. Someone sent him Emmerich doing like a move in combat, right? Like it was just someone freeze framed during combat and took this photo, and it looks so insane. At least I think it was. Like that's what it looked like it came from photo mode photos, you know? I did not even think about it. At least maybe I did, and I've already forgotten because I'm getting old and senile. But I did not even think about how the purple in the armor would make my eyes pop. See, this was the color scheme that she'd be like, yes, you know, because I've talked about how like her colors for me are more autumnal, but then like you get those eyes, and she's got the purple eyes. Oh, they probably thought she was like, they're like, oh, they're like, oh, she fits our color scheme. At least her eyes do. So she's got to be a Mornwatch, you know. Also, hopefully, I don't know if I mentioned it already, but I have like a whole new, not a whole new, but a kind of new audio setup where I have like this, like, I have like a little sound dampener thing around the outside of it, and then I have like a pop filter in the front with the normal pop filter that I usually just have on it. So hopefully it's not too muted or weird sounding, but this room is kind of big, so, and the new room that I'll be in, like when I'm living at my new place, will be, what am I talking about? We'll have high ceilings. Also, I just realized I was supposed to go Gosh dang it. Ugh, we look so good. But, we need to use the map to go to the Elven Ruins, so. Alas, no dialogue for the boys. I'm so excited. Like, I've been really wanting to play this game, like this save that I have, but I honestly keep getting more and more excited to play a Grey Warden who's romancing Emmerich. I'm very excited for that. I'll probably play Nightmare on that one too, honestly. A search for missing veil jumpers pits Bellara and the team against demons and danger, and heralds the return of a long-forgotten threat. Also, the snow, like, by the time this goes up, it'll probably be, I don't know, middle of the year. I have no idea at this rate. But it is, I'm in the Midwest during some of the snowstorms that have been happening, the ice and snowstorms, and it is so snowy. It's been icy for days. Like, it has not, very little has melted. But then now this, like, blanket of, like, 6 inches of snow has come out, and it's really gorgeous. I feel like Emmerich would be the right choice. I feel like there's probably interesting dialogue with Lucanus, or maybe there's interesting dialogue with Lucanus, who knows, you know. Sometimes they have, you know, unique dialogue for certain situations, for certain characters, but sometimes they don't. Yeah, oh, okay. Also, they do the same thing, essentially. I'm like, apply, weaken, detonate, sundered, or whatever. Don't care. The ring light is behind the camera and it is so bright. Please, Arlathan Forest, please be smooth. It looks so gorgeous. This place is so gorgeous. I want to play here, but it's hard to navigate and it makes my eyes want to pop out of my head.
But it's been a while. Fire's cold. Tracks are mostly gone.
All of them are gone?
So where'd they go?
Is this like the base camp?
Didn't love this place the first time we were here, so hopefully they're far away.
Supplies are still here though, so they'd have to be close.
And they're probably somewhere in these ruins.
Right. You're right. Just something feels... Rook? Let's be careful. Very, very careful.
Right.
I mean, yeah. My armor's so sick. My shield is so sick. Also, I love it. Okay, well, or we could just read a note, you know? Oh? What secrets have you for me in there? A charred note. Strife told me that Nadas Derthalan was created by Anaris, who is... I'm rusty at this point, but Anaris is one of the Forgotten Ones, / Forbidden Ones that I keep... No. I keep mixing up the Forgotten and Forbidden Ones, even regularly. If that's true, if this used to be his, I just know there has to be more to find. He wasn't a god, but he was close enough, and there has to be something here. Something he's left behind. The others agree we'll break camp soon and explore. Yes, because I was thinking, it was like, I'm like, it's obviously a Dreadwolf, you know, not a Sturthalin thing. And then the game was like, actually, no. And I was like, okay. Look at this. I mean, they're like, it's Arlathan Forest. I'm like, this is clearly the Fade. You know? Like, oh, there's no ground. Arlathan Forest, though, is supposed to be wild. Pretty crazy place to be. It's, okay, it feels a little better. I don't know if that's just me, but I feel like the, oh, of course. Floating Archive Temple, okay. That's where we are, apparently.
That looks a lot like the Fade Tears we saw when Solus was doing his ritual.
But we can walk through these.
Is that safe?
It's the only way across, so I hope so.
We've been walking through these portals for days, for months even, and only now are we gonna be like, I wonder. If you didn't want me using portals before this, you shouldn't have put them in Arlathan. Oh, I did the bees on accident, I think. Oh, I got a potion, that's why.
Nicely done, Rook.
The death animations are pretty sick, because they're not actually dying, they're going back into the
Veil
fade.
Jumpers definitely came through here. Yanarl, Hamiel, Melora. Oh, pretty recently too. But there's something else. a little older and weirdly familiar.
Oh.
Where do I know that from?
Oh, okay. Her brother has become a demon, I bet, of some sort.
I'm on it.
Why is that so familiar? I don't know. Maybe it's the only thing you've talked about in personal time. Is that... Oh, here we go.
We'll have to cross here. Just, you know, don't look down. It's, well, a long way to the ground.
There is no ground. I mean, a little bit, but not really. A side path? Say it isn't so. This is interesting to see, like, the dark and the light part of Arlathan. You know what? I mean, I know that these are the Sentinels. Dang it. But, they're wearing ancient elven armor. And they're wearing the Soulless armor that I was, like, from Inquisition, from the Trespasser DLC, where I was like, I want that. I want that armor. Ooh. This looks very necromantic, you know? Burning anger. Oh, no.
More demons! And there's a big one with them.
Oh, no.
Difficult to deal with, but not impossible.
Nice one, Professor. Oh, I mean, Emmerich.
Yeah, that was rough. Please stop electricitying me. That was rough.
That rage demon. It smelled like tin. Like the aftermath of powerful magic.
So what does that mean?
It means we hurry.
So somebody's in trouble because they summoned something that would enable a rage demon. That was a tough fight, and AKA probably not a tough fight, but it was tough for me because it's been so long since I've been back. Ooh. A bloodstained note. Through control we find mindfulness. Through mindfulness we find purpose. Through purpose we find purity. Through purity we find strength. So he says, so I must believe I will bring strength to our people. C. Her brother's name started with a C. I shouldn't look over here. I should be like... So her brother's been doing some shenanigans in the wild. It sounded like the Sith code, right? Which I can't just think of off the top of my head for some reason, but oh, I used to have it memorized. Through passion there's strength, etc., etc.
That satchel. That was Melora's. Is Melora's, I mean.
Oh.
So why would a demon have it? And where's Melora?
I don't know. I wish I did, but I don't. I can't think of any explanation that makes this a good thing.
Yeah.
Then we must hurry.
Yeah.
Right.
The only thing that explains this is that everyone's been turned into a demon. There's something wrong about this place. The air feels heavy and I feel wrong, achy, almost like I'm about to be sick, but in my mind too, I can't describe it. The others are worse off. They're all resting. Hamul and I are going to find a way out and get help if we can. I don't know, man. You guys keep messing with powers beyond your control. You know what I'm saying? Veil jumper decorative artifice, a geometric shape that shifts unnervingly when observed closely, as do many things in changing Arlathan. A lesson more would do more to remember. If you don't pick things up that don't need to be picked up, just leave it be.
Take a look, Bellara.
Are you gonna? Did you? Oh, okay. I was like, she probably did like a hand wavy thing that I missed.
I think we're getting close.
How sure are you?
As sure as I can be. That's all I've got.
We'll assist how we can.
Right.
I don't know
Of
why
course.
she feels the need
Thanks.
to say anything if she's not sure, you know. I think we're getting closer. Okay, I mean I assume so. You know.
No. Is this...
Mythal! The missing veil jumpers! No!
Breathe as if you were casting Bellara. Slow and sure.
See, I knew he'd be good. I knew he'd be good to bring out. That one looks like. That one looks alive. This one looks like a skeleton, kind of. Oh no, they're both alive. Yeah,
Bellara,
don't.
you okay?
Don't touch
I
it.
have to stop it. Get them down.
Boris Shivan? I can't believe it. It's really you. I'd hoped you might come, but I didn't let myself believe it.
His eyes are bright red.
Syrian.
Bellara? Are you all right?
You're dead.
No. No, nothing could be further from the truth.
Bright red eyes!
He delivered me, as he will deliver us all.
Oh no.
He? Who's he? Who are you talking about, Syrian? Who saved you?
I did.
The actual, like, freaking Forgotton one? The actual Anaris. Oh my gosh, and his look is so good. I loved the vibe. Holy cow. I thought we'd only see him in, like, memories, maybe, if at all. Also, maybe this is why they won't let you have red eyes in the game, is because potentially there's something tied in. If you're, like, affected by Anaris, you have red eyes. That's crazy. Any more of you?
How many more of you are planning on showing up?
None. It is only myself, and I cannot yet manifest. Soon enough, though, with Syrian's aid.
Bad news bears.
I am Anaris. They call me...
A forgotten one.
Yep.
Yes, well done.
I mean...
Forgotten, but not gone. The 6th and the 7th roam free, and the way stands clear.
His outfit!
And I will guide our people to ascension, as the others have found, as these two will soon find.
Oh no.
The demons. They were the veil jumpers.
Oh, so you're just...
How could you do something like that to your own people?
You wanted to save our people. How does this do that?
I mean, they wouldn't...
Yeah.
Alas, a regrettable possibility, if the ritual is done wrong.
You told me it would give them strength, purity. You never said it could kill them.
I had assumed you could handle such a trifling task, Syrian. Perhaps I chose my herald poorly.
Whoa.
If you lack the conviction to see your people ascend...
Why, Syrian? Why do this? Why him?
Because only he offers the truth. And is willing to help our people. That's all I've ever wanted. All we've ever wanted.
No. Not like this. Never like this. Why couldn't you stay a memory?
Ooh, brutal.
Come now, Syrian. We will leave your sister to her contemplation. As well as other things.
Did you see the glowing eyes? He had glowing red eyes.
To get them out.
Okay.
But how?
There
Working on it.
had to be a reason why they wouldn't give us red eyes. And I've seen my mom was actually looking stuff up for me the other day about how to make red eyes in the game, like as close as you could get anyway. But yeah, so it's funny that they made that choice. But I'm also like, but you let me have, like, for my Inquisitor, at least let my Inquisitor do it. Apparently, she's she's associated with a forgotten one. That's crazy. Then he says a few roam free. The forbidden ones, though, are the demons. Unless I've missed something somewhere where we're conflating all of them. I feel like I need to go through and read all the codex entries again just to make sure I'm on track with everything. Jeez. So I hope that strife in there.
Okay, I've got it. I think. If we break the artifacts on the edges, the energy flow should stop.
You sure?
No, but it's all I've got.
Also, no. Strife is not in there, so now I'm worried that Strife is dead. Or worse.
I'm on it. These should be the last demons. Hang in there, Yanaro.
Oh, good. They both just dropped. Excellent. Oh, toxic yearning. Interesting. So we have. Oh, I should have paid attention. It was like burning rage, toxic yearning for these big ones.
Good one.
Wow.
Let's get Hamuel and Yanaro back to camp.
Shouldn't we go after Syrian?
He's gone. Come on. Let's signal the others.
What others? Okay. New armor? Well, that was interesting. I did anticipate that Syrian was still alive. But I did not expect it. I thought he was going to be trapped somewhere. But then we saw that one. It was like signed by C. And I was like, oh no, he's been possessed by somebody. But no, he's just been like brainwashed. Probably brainwashed more than possessed.
Ready to signal the others?
I do feel like...
Yeah? Let's let them know where we are.
Okay, I'll give them the signal.
It was interesting he had the mask on. It would have been nice to see his whole face, but he had the same Vaseline as she did. But yeah, can we like chat about this? Because this is wild.
Yanaro's still breathing. Same as Hamuel. Because of you. So Syrian's alive. Damn. And working with a Forgotton one? You sure it was him? I wish I wasn't. But it was him. Or close enough. Raising demons? Killing veil jumpers? How could he... My brother.
Mm-hmm. I kind of want to say something about the mask, but it's... I don't think he's being controlled because he had like a moment of like, you know, oh, you didn't tell me they would maybe turn into demons, you know, and so he obviously, you know, it is like bought in, right, to like the idea that this will help his people, but like, and Inara's like, you're our people, and I'm like, because like, even Solus did that. Solus did that in Inquisition. He did not ever refer to himself as like an elf necessarily. Like he did very rarely, but he would very, very rarely say our people, and in fact would call you out if you said our people as an elf, or your people if you weren't an elf. And he's like, I'm not one of those people, you know, because he sees himself, you know, despite him wanting to help the elves, even like the current elves, you know, and the past elves, he sees himself as very different than them because they've changed so much and been separated from the Fade for so long. I think is his issue, and yeah, especially if we're like mortal formed elves, you know, we would be different from those who had formed themselves from like the spirits, their spirit selves, you know. But yeah, he gets a little uppity about it. And I don't know if Inaris is similar, right? Where Inaris is like took a corporeal form. Also, we read somewhere, I can't remember if it was like they took a corporeal form and then were denied it, or were just denied. No, I think they were denied an actual corporeal form, right? Because they didn't participate in the war, and so were banished like super, super far. I think that's what it is. So maybe he's looking to actually manifest into an actual form and not just spirit form.
What was that mask he was wearing? It started glowing.
Bronze? Kind of ugly?
Yeah, it was.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
An Evanirus Bond mask. Damn.
We found a few of them around Arlethan, but they were broken, or at least dormant. But with all the raw magic the gods brought back into the world, guessing that's changed things.
I love his hair.
The mask would link to one of the gods, or a sufficiently powerful mage.
Or just,
that you
okay.
feel whatever they felt, mostly used to control their servants. So Syrian's being controlled? That isn't him? Servant, not slave. He can't control your thoughts. You just feel what they feel. For some people, That's enough.
Well, and I think it's kind of the brainwashing thing, right? Where like if you talk a good enough game, and like you that guy was obviously dropping words like key trigger words for Syrian, where it's like protect your people, give them strength, you know, truth, you know, these are the things that he said over and over again, and that Anaris is like, oh yeah, no, totally, we're totally on the same page, you know. So it's probably a little bit brainwashing. And like utilizing like desires that Syrian had himself, and then twisting them a little bit, you know, and making him think that certain things are okay that aren't. That's so creepy.
Well, that's deeply unsettling.
You have to stop him, no matter what.
Interesting too that it's a mask.
What he did is unforgivable.
I know, Strife, but I can get through to him. I know I can.
Then why didn't you?
And if you can't,
I'll kill him.
Let's go.
I don't know. I don't think he's fully under control of himself, you know, but it's enough control over himself that I think he is to blame for things. It's rough too because they have all these statues about him, you know, all these like, you know, oh, he was like a martyr for the cause, and now it's like, JK, he's killing you, you know. Turned several of them into demons under his control. Also, like, I don't know, like Syrian something must have happened to Syrian that made it so that he came into the contact with Anaris. Like he died, or he went into the Fade, or like he can't really go into the Fade, but like, I don't know, got sent somewhere where Anaris was, maybe, and then was like influenced by him, because Anaris like was like, ooh, this is my best chance to get out, and like uses him to like, you know, gets to know him and then like manipulates him. Interesting. Also, I cannot help but think Anubis. Every time I see Anaris, I'm like, Anubis, you know. And then he came out with the look, and I was like, Anubis, it's Anubis, you know, like a death god of yore. Oh, I leveled up. I'm sick. I know. I was looking at it, and then I was just like, have I noticed this one yet? I don't know if I have. That's funny. I was just looking to see. Bellara has stuff. No? Okay. Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and call this one here and hope everything worked, because I don't want to have to re-record any more than necessary. So, thank you guys for joining me. Sorry if I'm a little off. I'm just like, eh. Also, I meant to mention totally, but you guys get to see me when I let my hair go. I have a foil razor to keep it like nice and shaved down, but it's the holidays and I let it go. So, and it's cold. It's really hecking cold. So it feels pretty worth it, honestly. I'm looking out the window. I'm like, there's like, I can see 3 inches on the branch outside. But yeah, so it's nice to have a little bit warmer of a layer when it's cold out. But no, mostly I just, you know, let it go in the holidays. So thank you all though for joining me. I appreciate it. Again, I have no idea when this will go up. Who knows what will happen. So I hope you guys are having a good time. And as late as this is, I hope you had good holidays. So thank you all again for joining me. I appreciate it. I'm going to go now and say thank you to my patrons. I want to say thank you to all my patrons, starting out with my Acorn tier patrons. Thank you so much, Fane, for your support, and thank you so much, Leo, for your support. If I say that wrong, I'm so sorry. I want to give an extra special shout out to my Sapling tier patrons. Thank you so much, Reese Galito, for your support. I very much appreciate it, and I still appreciate the blanket. Thank you. And I really want to say thank you to my other supporter, Sebastian James, my old friend. Thank you so much for your support. I very much appreciate you as well. And I want to give an extra special shout out to my Forest tier patrons who have gone above and beyond in their support of me in the channel and who I truly cannot thank enough. So thank you so much, Christopher, as always, for your support. I treasure it a lot. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, Nightshade, for joining the crew up there in the forest. I appreciate you so much, and I hope you're enjoying the videos. So thank you all again for joining me and for being on Patreon and watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.